Hey, Niall.
Hello, Smallzys.
How are you, boys?
We're good, thanks for
Welcome
having
back
us.
to
We do one of them studio claps. Where you pretend that there's like 50 people in the room, but there's really 2 or 3.
I've missed you, boys. How's life?
We're in a dark room and everyone...
Good, mate. How's London?
London's good. I spend more time there than you do.
Yeah, you
these
do
days,
actually,
boys.
to be fair.
And if you've got any animals, just
probably
let me
get
know.
someone
Yeah.
to go and
I
feed
can look
that.
after them. Put
Love
some
to get a
food.
dog.
Well, welcome back to Australia. How's life? Is it good?
Good. I
Yes,
love
mate.
Australia.
Yeah, you do?
Very far away.
It's not.
That's the only thing.
Only a day away.
If it was closer, everyone would be here, I reckon.
I reckon you're right.
You know what does make the flight easier, though? That we do quite a few flights to, like, LA and stuff. I know that's only 11 hours, but it kind of helps you. You know, if you don't do a lot of flying, that's why the Australian flight hurts.
No, I flew fancy business class on the way home, right?
Alright, Nova ain't
Come
cheap.
on, Nova.
Nova's got a budget. Yeah. Alright.
Do you notice they just feed you a lot?
Yeah.
They do
They
do
just
that.
keep giving
And they
you
just
food.
want to keep you awake so they can give you free stuff.
Yeah, all you need to do is if you drink like a ton of water,
Yeah, okay.
then you're fine.
Yeah, right,
Jet
okay.
lag doesn't hit you at all.
Yeah,
They
right,
say
okay.
that you're meant to drink 1.5 litres for every 7 hours you fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Jet lag's all about hydration.
Thanks, Harry.
You're welcome.
Didn't know that.
You can take that and you can keep it.
All of Australia just learned something tonight. I was just thinking about when I was coming in to do the interview, I was having a walk down memory lane in my head about all of the times that we've caught up, right? I remember the first time was in London.
Sony.
In Sony headquarters, right? And I think it was at the very start, like the album had just come out and kind of a few people knew who you were, and
Do you remember when you came to that little rehearsal space and we were all sat on the floor?
after
Yes.
the Brit Awards,
And also the day after the Brits, and
Yes.
we were all dying.
you were like doing a chicken burger and chips or something like that at a ridiculous hour in the
when
morning.
else, did we go to your studio? We did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We came to your studio.
And I just think every time that I think about it, how much it grows. And I would think that you boys are probably, it catches you by surprise the most,
Yeah,
right?
It's mad.
It's cool, like when we do interviews and you kind of remember, like just
Yeah.
then when we remember like the times that we've seen you before,
Yeah.
and you think about like what we were doing last time. What
Yeah.
we do now is cool.
Like you've been there on quite like
Yeah.
memorable occasions for us. Like
Yeah.
where, you know, the day after the Brits when we won our first Brit, and you know, like when our album was coming out, and they're big moments for us. So you were involved with Smallzy.
You know, like our life guru. In a
That's
way.
me. That's me, Harry. I'm your life guru. Okay, One Direction fans, do not go anywhere. More of the boys, Harry and Niall, hanging out tonight. And, well, there's only one person that can really ask them the really tough questions. They're growing up so quickly. Do any of them have chest hair these days? Are their bodies changing? I'm going to ask the hard-hitting question. After 8 o'clock, the girls, the questions you want answered. Part 2 of my chat with Harry and Niall backstage at one of their Australian shows. Now, let me just tell you, before I press play on part 2 of the interview, coming up, as soon as I'm done with the One Direction chat, I've got a massive announcement to make. If you are a fan of One Direction, do not change the radio dial because you are going to like what you hear in less than 10 minutes. However, now back to Harry and Niall. I'm sitting backstage with them in front of, just before their first Sydney show. I asked Niall the big question. What's the biggest thing that's changed for you since I've seen you last?
I started growing chest hair recently.
Did you?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's all
Like-
right.
Yeah, it's good. It's all right.
It's getting there,
I
like-
have like 7.
Yeah, you're not the hairiest man ever, are you?
No, I'm not.
He does
No,
get a
I
mustache
mean,
every now and then.
So you're growing. You're getting
Yeah.
like chest hair.
Yeah.
Harry, just not growing for you.
See, the thing is, with the beard growth as well, I have a scar on my chin.
Oh,
So that doesn't help.
So, you know, it's a bit patchy anyway.
You're right. Yeah.
I just know
I don't
my-
really want the beard. Anytime I see something, I just shave it off.
Yeah. And
You
then
lose the baby face. Look, I want to try and keep this until I'm 60.
exactly. Hey, you know what I was thinking about? You've had so much success around the world, right? And Ed Sheeran, who you boys obviously know very well, and I know very well too.
Yeah.
He got a tattoo when he came here to Australia to sort of like commemorate his success. Now, Niall, you're still tattoo free, right?
Yes, of course.
Harry.
Me too.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
too,
know.
didn't
I haven't seen anything on
I
you.
draw these on every
Yeah.
single day.
There was rumours you were getting tattoos,
I
but
get up at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Any tattoos to like commemorate success for you, or are they all just bits and pieces you've collected from around?
They're mainly
Let me have a look.
like
Oh, let me see this. I haven't seen
like
this one.
family,
Okay.
friends,
Is that new?
and that is new. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, this was originated.
What's that?
from when
What's
I
that?
was
This is
in-
on your chest, and what does that say?
It says 17 black.
That's an Australian.
That was
originate.
from when I was in Melbourne.
Okay, and what did you put on 17 Black? A lot of money?
No, 17 men all dressed in black came up.
Yeah,
and
the Men in Black premiere in
attacked
Melbourne.
me. It was very strange.
It was very
Just
strange.
walking along in Melbourne.
Yeah.
But I love Melbourne now.
All right, now more with the boys from One Direction in a moment from now. I'm going to find out what are their favourite cities in this day and age. They travel around the world. And also, when we return, I'm going to wrap up my chat with Harry and Niall, plus the One Direction announcement. That boys, do you want to have a quickie?
Yes. Sorry.
Would you like to have a quickie? Yes.
Please.
Here we go. We're going to fire at you some questions. Hello. How you going?
Marco's come in for
Marco,
the quickie
everyone.
then.
Marco.
Quickies mentioned and Marco runs in.
Right, here we go. Quickie, fire you some questions. Here we go. Peanut M&Ms or plain M&Ms?
Peanut M&Ms.
Great. Do you eat food in bed?
Yep.
Great. Did you have a nickname at high school, either of you?
Harry.
Yeah, good.
Niall.
Do you still do your own grocery shopping?
Yep.
Yep.
Sometimes.
When you get home and you...
Well, like, if I'm out, I'll go to the shop.
Yeah.
And pick something up.
Tesco home delivery, though.
Is it great for you?
great.
Just
It's
do it online?
fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
here's a question. So, when I first met you boys, so you were just like 18, barely 18, I think at the most of you, and most of you were under 18 too. Have you ever got your driver's license?
Yep. Me, Harry, and Louis have our driving license.
Yeah, right, and do you still get home and drive your car?
I
Or
just,
are you like-
any opportunity I get, I drive a car.
Are you scary drivers?
What do you mean?
Like, should I be worried if we're ever on the road?
No.
Because you don't drive that often. Harry's like, oh, maybe I'm not.
Well, you drive
that
on the
great.
right side of the road,
Yeah, which
yeah,
is
the
good.
same as
us.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you know, it's
the correct one.
Australia is handy to drive in. I've been driving in Australia for the last few weeks. I find it lovely.
So you're fine. So Niall's fine, but
I'm fine.
Harry, if you see
I
him coming,
drive
just
a
get
lot.
out of the way.
So, no.
No?
I'm a good driver.
Okay.
I think we're
Do
good.
you know,
I think
it
we're all
also,
good
It
drivers.
also depends who I have in the car.
Yeah, right.
Not that my driving attitude changes at any point. But, you know, like if you're with like a friend's kid.
You know he's talking about Baby Lux, right? When he's driving that around in his Rangy with the baby seat in the back. Oh, all right, One Direction fans, stand by. I'm about to play you What Makes You Beautiful, but I've promised you a One Direction announcement. An announcement that nowhere else in the world has ever been made. An announcement that no other radio show in Australia will be able to give you. Here we go.